So before we start the main session, let's revise the objective of the session. So focus will be on the skills like observation, thinking, experimentation, and end result is less important than the process of reaching there. So we will be going through a journey in different activities. So that journey is more important than the end result. So even if we don't conclude anything, don't worry, you can always take that investigation further. And even if we are confused in between, it will give us the opportunity to think. So let's be confused for some time, not a problem, but we'll try to progress further on each and every aspect. The most important thing is that it would not be only the hands-on activities. There would be a lot of heads-on work too. So we will be thinking a lot. So I hope that everyone will enjoy the thinking part also. And obviously we will try to have as much fun as possible. Okay, great. So before we move further, the another thing is that we have few requests from the participants. Be patient. So if we are not able to take any of your input, don't be discouraged, because if there are many inputs are coming, we'll try to take as many inputs as possible and respond to that. But if yours is not selected, don't worry. Next time probably yours might also be selected. So keep participating as much as possible. And if you are in higher grades and if you already know the answer, please be patient. Try to give away the answer, because if you give away the answer, others may get biased. So if you genuinely don't know and you are thinking and then replying, that would be great. So with that, let's move forward. Okay, so let me just launch a poll and see that how do we. Okay, so you might be seeing a poll on your screen. You can respond to the poll. So the question is, how was your, sorry, I think I have launched the wrong poll, sorry. Okay, so yeah, sorry for that. So the question is that, did you do any follow-up experiment after the second session? So let's wait for. So I can see that we even have a couple of you who couldn't attend the second session. So that's fine. It's interesting to see that there are people who want to do. So that's interesting. So let me end the poll. I'll just, so around 20%, 37% of you did the experiments. That's great. And 17% of you are saying that you are yet to do. So that's very good. And almost like 20% of you could not attend the session. So that's fine. So let's try to do something today, and then you can do the further investigation on it. Okay, so now I hope that you have the materials handy with you. If you couldn't collect all the materials, don't worry. Whatever you have, that should be good enough. So that is the list of materials which we requested you to keep handy. Okay, so let's move to the task number 1. So the task number 1 is something related to do with the water and paper. So this is the question for the task. And the question is that what will happen to the paper if it is placed on water filled with a container. So you can predict first and then you can do it. So you can write down your prediction in the chat box. Okay, so some of you are saying that paper will get wet, paper will float, paper will tear, float and get wet. Okay, it will float and then it will sink. That's what Dhyan is trying to say. Uh, okay. Okay, great. Uh, so you have already predicted what is the thing. So now let's move to the action part and take a container, uh, put the paper, fill it with water, and then put a paper on it and observe what happens. Whoever is saying that it will sink, can you also tell that how much time do you think it will take for it to sink? So Suhas is trying to say that it will float until it loses its structural integrity okay. Interesting, Suhas. Interesting point. Okay, so Milan is saying what to do. So basically take a container, fill it with the water and take a small piece of paper and then put it above water and see that what is happening. So Tarun is saying that it will take 2 minutes to uh, sink. So let's observe that. A couple of others are also saying, Dhyan is also saying 2 minutes. So let's at least spend 2 minutes and observe what is happening and see whether it sinks or not. Okay, Anu Arvind from Facebook is trying to say that till paper get completely wet, it will float and then it will sink. Okay, interesting prediction. Let's see. So now you are already doing the experiment. So see whether once it gets completely wet, whether it sinks or not. Yeah, once you are done, then you can start writing down in the chat box that what did you notice. Marut is saying that it is already 1 minute 30 seconds and still floating. Okay, so Sumukha is also saying it is not sinking. It is still floating. Ishan is saying it will not sink until push inside. Okay, that's interesting. So Ishan, do you think eventually, like even I leave it for 3-4 days, it will not sink? Okay, Dhyan is saying it will get fully wet and then it will sink. So yeah, Dhyan, observe whether it is getting completely wet or not. Okay, so let's, so for most of you, it is not sinking till now. That's what I observe. So that's interesting. Let me move forward. So based on your results, uh, do you want to change your prediction or add further details to your prediction? So if you said that it will sink, then can you add further to your prediction? Or if you want to change something, you can change it. Or if you have any further follow-up question, you can ask that question also. So Snail is saying, I don't think it will sink. Noni is saying, shake the container, it will sink. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, right now we are talking about without disturbing it. So if we just leave it as it is, what will happen? Elvin is saying the water will gradually dampen the paper and make it soggy and then the paper will sink. Okay. So Elvin, how much time do you think it will take? Karteshwaran is saying after a few minutes, the water becomes a bit white. Okay, that's interesting observation. Why do you think it happens, Karteshwaran? Okay, Alvin is saying 1 minute, so let's observe. Okay, great. So that is what I also try to do. And for me, at least for till 2 days, it was still floating. So do you think it can float for 2 days? Okay, someone on 0166 saying newspaper, it does not sync. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so it is interesting to see that some of you are trying different things. Wow. Sumuka is saying very interesting thing that does it depend on size? Very interesting, Sumuka. Yeah, if you have any further points like this, you can always add and see. Maruti is saying paper like ivory won't sink. That's again interesting prediction. It depends on the thickness of the and size of the paper. That's what Jaydev is trying to say. Okay, great. So so you see a picture on the screen, right? Now, my question is that can we present the data in a better way? So I have presented this data to you, but do you think that there is a better way to present this data? So you can write down your responses in the chat that how can I present this data in a better way? Yeah, so if you are saying yes, then tell me that how can I present this data in a better way? So the question is that you see an image on the screen where you can see that there is a paper and there is a glass and there is a water, and I am trying to present something to you, but do you think I can present this in a better way? Milan is saying we can show a video. That's interesting. Take the peak every day. Janavi is trying to say that's again interesting aspect. Prajwal is saying that photo should be taken from the side. Very interesting, Prajwal. Yeah. So this is how it looks like from the side. So in the first picture, it is little difficult to figure out whether it is floating or sinking. But if I see the right side image, then we can clearly see that the paper is floating, right? So that's very interesting, Prajwal. Sahana is saying newspaper is not sinking after 5 minutes also, and it is completely wet. That's interesting. It is from Facebook. Okay, great. So that is another interesting thing. You can try with the different papers. You can try with the different sizes and see, right? So there are so many investigation can be done just with the paper and the water. So maybe you can take up some of these investigations further after the session and report us on the Facebook page, and then we can take the discussion further. Okay. So one important takeaway point from this particular activity is that how to represent the data, how to present the data. That is very important. So that is one of the very important takeaway from this activity, that we should present the data in a way that it is more clear. Okay, great. So now let's spend a couple of minutes. If you have any further questions, like you already said, but after all this discussion, if you have any further question related to the water and paper, you can ask now, and then we can discuss a little bit on those. So for Amulya, it synced. Amulya, how much time did it take? And can you give more details about what exactly did you do? So Ishan is saying, does it depend on the surface area? Very interesting question, Ishan. Samvita is saying she tried 3 different types of paper. Very interesting. Yeah. So all these are the variables, right? We are trying to play with the variables, different kinds of paper. Very interesting. So Amulya, for Amulya, I think it sank in 5 minutes. That's interesting. You can maybe give more details about which kind of paper you used and all those things. Pawan is saying, will paper sink faster if we crush it? Very interesting question. What if the water is little thick? Very interesting question, Marut, again. Yeah, so how can we make the water thick? That is the question further. Okay, interesting. So let's move further and see that. So yeah, some of you said that why can't we try with the bigger paper, or if we try with the bigger paper, what will happen? So we can see one of the picture where we have the bigger container and bigger paper, but I will not reveal the answer what happened. You can try your own investigation and see that what happens. Yeah, so basically another takeaway point from this particular activity is that when we start doing investigation, we may realize that we may have very relevant another independent investigations, like very similar investigation, which may not directly relate to what you are trying to figure out, but you may be able to do those new investigations also. So that is the second takeaway from this activity. Okay, so I'm not going to conclude this particular activity because there are so many variables. You can play with the variables and see that what is the conclusion by yourself. But let's reflect on this activity and see that what did you like about this task and what did you learn? So Amulya is saying it was awesome. Yeah, if you can be more specific, it would be helpful for us to decide that which kind of question we should keep and which kind of question we should not keep. So we would request you to say. So Muthu Kumar from Facebook is saying why the paper is not sinking even after some time. Yeah, that's interesting question, Muthu Kumar. I would encourage you to figure out by yourself and think about what are the different variables, why it is happening, and so on. So Marut is saying that it was very interesting to see that how to present the data in proper way so that it is easier for the viewer to understand. Very interesting takeaway, Marut. Yeah, some of you might have observed that like you might have predicted that once it will get wet, it will sink, but it is not happening. So that is again a very interesting aspect of this particular activity. Yeah. So Sanjana is saying if you put wet paper, then it will sink. Yeah, that is very much possible. But is it always necessary? That also we should think. Okay, great. So let's move to the activity number 2. And this is about the vegetables which you have kept with yourself and also about the water, right? So we are mainly playing with the water today. So let's do this activity. And the question is, which vegetables will float and which one will sink? Please don't start doing the experiment. We'll do it as we progress. So I will let you know when to do what. Please don't start the activity. Okay. So if we see the table carefully, there are many columns, right? So I would request you to make a table something similar to this on your notebook and then start writing down that which object you are choosing in the row number 1 and so on. So let's spend a minute to write down this table in your notebook. So Aditya Santosh from Facebook is saying that if we use steel or glass tumbler, what will happen? Yeah, that is again, will the material of the container matter? That is a question which we are asking. Interesting question. Why don't you figure out, Aditya? Okay, I am already getting the replies from you. I hope that whoever is replying, they have at least written down the table in your notebook. Please don't start doing the experiment. As I said, we'll tell you that when to start. So the first column is about the object. Second column is about the prediction. Prediction is nothing but your guess. And here the guess is about whether it will float or sink in water. So whatever object you are taking, for example, let's say potato, you give your guess whether it will float or sink. So if you think it will float, write down float. If you think it will sink, write down sink. And then reason for the prediction. Okay, why do you think it will float or sink? So that's what you should write. In your notebook, you don't have to write down this reason. In the notebook, keep that column, but don't write down the reason because it may take time. But object name, prediction, and actual observation, at least you should write down in your notebook. So actual observation is after doing it. So once you do it, as I said, please don't do the experiment. We will tell you when to do. Okay. So Actual observation is about like once you do it, then you can see that whether it is floating or sinking, and then you can write down that observation in that particular column. Then finally, once you observe, then you write down your reasoning, that if it is matching your prediction, then write down that what is the reasoning. If it is matching, if it is not matching with your prediction, if it is the opposite observation, then also try to give the reasoning. And once you give the reasoning, also try to think about the counter example, that whatever you are reasoning out, is there a possibility of having something just opposite of that? So that is nothing but the counter example. Okay, so I hope I have explained the table. So let's move to the activity part now. And you are already trying to do many things, but if you do so fast, we will not be able to follow up. So I would request everyone to wait. Okay, so let's start with something and see that how does it go. So if you are reporting on the chat box, I would request you to use this format. So you write down the object name, then write down the column, then say whether it is floating or sinking, and tell the reason for that. Okay, so I have given the example for lemon. So lemon colon float, it is very small, that's why it floats. So this reason may be right, wrong, doesn't matter. It is just your reasoning. So, so that part you should give. And counter example is like, again, there is a format. So you give the reasoning and say, this is the counter example for that reasoning. So if you say that small size makes it float, then what can be the counter example for that? There can be a counter example like marble sinks, even if it is very smaller than the lemon, right? So that is just a counter example. So I hope that these examples will help you writing down your observations. Okay, so what I am going to do is that I am going to put one link in the chat box, and we'll take the discussion on that particular thing. Okay, so I have put a link in the chat box. If you click on that, you will reach to a particular screen, and then you write down your observations. So write down different examples. Don't keep writing. So example one should be only related to one thing, what a person is doing. If you have anything to reply, you can always add by using that plus button. But let's not clutter the things. So someone is doing something with the mango. Good. So write down what is happening, whether it is floating and sinking. I am again putting the link. I will not be following much on the chat. If you use the Padlet, it would be helpful in discussing. Otherwise, it is very difficult to. So as I said, that try to use different examples if you are doing different things. Okay, so try to give the observation also, that whether it is floating or sinking. So mango is floating. That's interesting. Yeah. So why do you think the mango is floating? So what is happening to the tomato? Some of you are doing some experiments with the tomato. Please write down your examples for the tomato. What is happening? Okay, some of you are trying with the grapes also. Let's. Okay, someone said tomato floats even when I submerge it and leave it, comes back and float. Very interesting observation. Apple and capsicum will float. Okay. Why do you think apple and capsicum will float? Can you write down the reasoning for that? So Arham is saying tomato will float as it contains liquid inside, and same with watermelon. Okay. So that's interesting hypothesis, Arham. Yeah. So whatever observations you are having now, keep writing your. So I'm going to put something about what Aram is saying, and then see that whether we have the counter example for that. So Aram is trying to say that we have the watermelon and other fruits which has liquid inside it, particularly like tomato, they will float. So anything which has liquid, will it float? That is the question. Anu Arvind from Facebook is saying that mango sinking and onion floating. Okay, that's interesting. So Anu, can you give the reasoning that why is it happening in that way? Okay, so I have very interesting things here. So let's spend few minutes and see that what is happening, right? So let's go step by step now. So I would request everyone to stop what they are doing it, and let's take the discussion step by step so that everyone is on the same page. Thanusu is saying that because its density might be less, that's why it is floating maybe. Okay. Okay, so some of you are saying that something depends on the floating and something depends on the sinking, right? So, okay. So will lemon float or sink? So I would request everyone to focus only on lemon right now, and we'll discuss also after this. So will the lemon float or sink? That is the question. So someone Vita is saying that it will sink because it is heavy. Okay. So most of you are saying it will sink. Job did it. Job, what was the answer for you? Was the lemon floating or sinking? Someone from Facebook is saying that it also depends on the skin of the vegetable. Very interesting observation here. It sinks for the job also. It sinks. Okay. Anyone for whom the lemon floated? Okay. Joke is confused. It sinks for him, but he is still confused. Okay. So will all lemons sink? That is the question which we are asking now. Okay, Prajwal is saying yes, all the lemons will sink. What do others think? Will all lemons sink? Okay, I'm getting a couple of yes. I'm getting a no from Mulidhara. Okay, so there is mostly yes and very few no. So whoever is saying yes, can you give the reasoning for that? And whoever is saying no, can you also please give the reasoning for that? Okay, Surya is saying it depends on the size and weight. Okay, so Surya, what does it mean? So if the size is more, will it sink or float? Niranjan Nair is saying that it is sinking maybe because it is citrus fruit. It is heavier than water, that's why it is sinking. That's what Sanjana is trying to say. Okay, interesting. So let's move to the next thing and see that what is happening. Okay, before we move to the next thing, let me take only this one point and discuss this. So I would request you, everyone, to focus only on this aspect at this point. So someone is saying that it is lemon is heavier, that's why it is sinking. So can you give me the counter example for that? That something which is heavier than lemon but is still float. Onion is floating. Okay, that's interesting. I never did that experiment. Okay, so mango is bigger than the lemon, but it still floats, right? So that is a very simple counter example for this reasoning that something is smaller that will sink, or something which is heavier, that will sink, right? Because mango is heavier than the lemon, but it is still floating, as a couple of you already did the experiment, right? So let me show you the picture for that. I also tried to do that investigation, and the lemon was floating. Like, lemon sinks because it doesn't have the hollow places and is more dense. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, Maruti is also giving another counter example that tomato is similar, but it is heavier. Okay. So yeah, if you are giving counter example, also give the reasoning that for what reasoning you are giving the counter example. So Thanusi is saying that it floats maybe because of the osmosis. Okay, interesting. From the Facebook, that's what we get this comment. Okay, Charuk Nathan is saying that a huge tree floats. Very interesting. Yeah. So it can't be about the size. That's what we are trying to understand from this example, that even the big things can float. Very interesting. Yeah, a ship floats. Very interesting. So yeah, size can't be a criteria that we have ruled out. Any other criteria which we want to rule out that decides the floating and sinking? So we have ruled out the size. We have ruled out the mass, right? Any other thing which we want to rule out? Okay, so we have discussed this part already. Let's move to the next thing. So many of you are talking about the surface area, right? Yeah, so that's interesting. So something which has bigger surface area will float. Do you agree, disagree, or and justify whatever choice you choose? So let's discuss about this particular thing, because we are talking about the surface area. Marut is saying Marut disagrees with that. So Marut, can you give the reasoning that why do you disagree, or any example? Yeah, Sumita is saying paper had high surface area, and so that did it sink or float? That part I am not clear. Okay, so many of you are saying that, yeah, I'm right now talking about the surface area. So any counter example you want to give, or so many of you are agreeing. Okay, so if you are agreeing, tell me why do you think so. If you are disagreeing, then also you said so with the examples if you want to give. The higher surface area, the lesser it sinks. That's what Shambhavi is trying to say. So Shambhavi, can anyone give the counter example for Shambhavi saying that some example which has a very higher surface area, but uh, it uh, it sinks. Krishna Vyas from the Facebook is saying that it may be hollowness that can be the reason for to float. Okay, that's interesting observation. Yeah, so Snail is saying that wood floats and coin sinks. So okay. Okay, Shambhu is trying to say that lemon sank little more than the what tomato sank in the same volume of water. Okay, that's interesting observation, Shambhavi. Okay, so let's say that, so if you are disagreeing, let me give one counter example so that you understand that what do I mean by counter example. So something which has bigger surface area will float. That is the statement. Now, if you are agreeing, then I will say that I will take a very big iron rod or very big iron sheet, which is very heavy, okay, and put it in the water. Will it float or sink? It will sink. That's what Aditi is saying. Pushkar also is saying the same thing. So but the surface area was too much, right? So can we say that surface area decides whether it will float or sink? Yeah, what about ships? That's what someone is trying to say. Okay, so yes, Pushkar is saying no, surface area is not the only parameter. Okay, Achyut is also trying to say no, it is not the parameter. Okay. Okay, so yeah, as you also tried with couple of examples, I also tried with the potato, and potato sank, though it had more surface area. So surface area is nothing but the surface you are seeing, right? So the area of that is basically the surface area. So and it sank. So but it has more surface area than the lemon. Just to give another example, if we take, let's say, elephant yam, then even it has more surface area than this. Whether it will float or sink, that is the question now which we are asking. Okay, so some of you are saying that we need to consider the mass and weight also. Mass and surface area both. Okay, that's interesting, Sanjana. Very interesting observation. Okay, so let's move forward and see that what do we have. This we have already done, so I will not spend much time on this aspect. So, but there is another interesting question I have here. So you see that mango is heavier than the lemon, and mangoes are floating and lemons are sinking. But can we represent this data in a better way? So that's what I am trying to ask here. And how can we represent this in a better way? So some of you are saying both surface area and mass are responsible for sinking and floating. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so okay, yeah, I'm getting a couple of responses. That's interesting. Here, the question I'm asking is that can I represent this data what you are seeing on the screen in a better way? Arijul is saying if you heat a lemon, I think it will float. That's an interesting investigation to do. Okay, so let me go to the next thing and show you something. So in the previous picture, I have put uh, both the things, lemon and mangoes, in different containers, but we can always put in the same container for easy visualization. So this technique even can be used for many other aspects. Like if you are putting graphs, you can put more than one graph on the same thing and so on. Oh, interesting. For Dhyan, mango sank. Oh, interesting. Wow. That's very interesting. So what do others think that why did it sank for Dhyan? For me, the mangoes are floating, but for the Dhyan, it sank. So can we give the reasoning for that? That's what we are trying to understand here. Size may be one factor. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, kind of mango sink. That's very interesting to Sumukha is saying that. Okay, Alfonso will sink. That's what she is trying to say. Okay, whether the mango is ripe or not, that may also decide whether it is floating or sinking. Again, that is very interesting uh, point to investigate. So Aditi, thanks for that. Okay, so let's go further and see that what is happening. So as many of you already said that maybe it is not just one factor. It may not be only mass. It may not be only surface area. It may not be only something else. It may be a combination of something, right? That's what you are trying to say. So that's very interesting that you have reached to that point very quickly. So what are the factors do you think will matter? So here I am not asking for give me two parameters which will matter. Don't give the parameters which will not matter. We have already given the counter examples. So Snail is saying I am confused. Snail, do you think it is good or bad? Size and weight. Okay. Anika is saying that it is size and weight. Okay. But for the size, we have already given the counter example, right, Anika? Yeah. Whoever are confused, are you thinking or thinking is not happening? That part we have to think about. Snail is saying confusion is bad. So Snail, I think you were there in the last session also. Uh, yeah, it is bad if we stretch it too much, but otherwise I think it is okay. So density, surface area and mass. Okay, surface area and mass is coming a lot. Okay. Okay, volume of water and surface area matters. Okay. Niranjana Nair from the Facebook is saying water content of the fruits may matter. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so there are so many interesting hypotheses. We may not be able to investigate each and everything here because there are so many. We'll take only a couple of examples and see whether we can reach to some conclusion or not. So some of you said that it is heavy, but if the surface area is more, then it will float, right? So let's see. Let's spend few minutes on this aspect and see what is happening. Uh, okay, let's do something. So let's take these two parameters, volume and mass, to start with. Okay, so now we have two parameters, volume and mass. Can you think of that? How can we investigate that? How floating and sinking depends on the mass and how does it depend on the volume? So how should we do this investigation? Any idea how should we investigate about this? We can take different items and test them. That's what Snail is trying to say. That's interesting point. Sanjana is saying that we can try with the container and empty it and try again and also on. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. So Malika Arjuna is getting confused. What is mass and volume? Okay. So volume is basically the space it occupies. So let's say if I have a bottle, like water bottle, we see that it occupies some space, right? So that is basically the volume. And mass is about the quantity of matter it has. It has some matter, right? So that is basically the mass in very layman term. Okay. So yeah, so what means surface area? So as I said, the surface area is basically if you take any object and it has a surface, right? So if I measure the area of that surface, then that is basically the surface area. Okay, as I think Sanjana said that we can use containers. Let's do that investigation further and see that how can we reach to the container. So yeah, we can use a container and fill different amount of water and observe. So do you have the container with you? I hope a couple of you might have containers. So why don't you fill it with a different amount of water and put it in another water container and see what happens. Okay, let's spend on this particular aspect some time investigating whether it depends on the mass or not. Yeah, so this is the part where you should start using the container and do it and then observe. Okay, so others can keep doing the experiment what you are doing. I think some of you are asking that can I define the volume again? Yeah, so volume is basically the space it occupies. So if I take a 1 liter water bottle, then it is occupying that space, right? So that is nothing but the volume. Okay, for the Kaushal, it didn't make a difference. Oh, that's interesting. So Kaushal, are you using a container with a lid? So once you fill it with water, you can close the lid and see that what is happening. Like fill it with different amount of water and observe. Okay, so what we are doing here is to understand whether the mass matters or not, because uh, there are so many variables which we are playing with. It is very difficult to understand using the vegetables. Vegetables are very difficult to understand in terms of floating and sinking. But what we are doing here is that we are trying to limit ourselves to a couple of parameters. So if we are using a container, we have fixed everything else. And if we fill water inside it, then we are just changing the mass of that, but the volume remains the same, right? So we are just changing the mass and see whether the mass matters for the floating or sinking or not. Okay, so Tanusi from Facebook is saying that mass is more, it will sink more. Okay, that's interesting. So empty container floats, half of the container floats, and full container sinks. Okay, that's interesting, Milan. So let's observe what happens. So I also tried to do something similar. So if you see the images, you can see that on the left side, the first image is empty container. I didn't fill any water in the container, and it is floating. The second container, I filled half with the water, and then I tried to put it again, and then it was almost half submerged, right? Then slightly more than half, little more submerged, and then I filled it completely. Then it was almost submerged, but yeah, it didn't sink. But for a couple of you, it may sink also. So it may depend on some other parameters like which kind of material was used for making that container and so on. So that's okay if it sinks. Don't worry about it. But what can we conclude from these pictures? Yeah, so a couple of you are asking that what is the conclusion. So Shambhavi, looking at these pictures, what can we conclude? So Hemang is saying paper is floating from last 1 hour. That's interesting. Yeah. Let's observe these 4 pictures and try to conclude something. What is happening? Yeah, I'm not. Jok is saying no. Let's investigate. Yeah, Jok, I'm not going to conclude everything. We are just going to conclude only this part, that whether the mass matters for the sinking or not. So, what do you think? Yeah, Aditi is saying hollow containers doesn't sink. So, Aditi, what do you think? Does the mass matter for floating sinking or no? If it matters, then how does it matter? Like, so if the mass is more, will it float more or will it sink more? Uh, Shambhu is saying that we concluded that actually volume matters. Uh, no, the volume of the container didn't change, right? So we didn't, yeah, we changed the mass of the whole container with the water. We didn't change the overall volume of the container. So volume we kept fixed. Okay, so I'm getting the responses now. Trisha is saying that it sink more when increased mass. So that's interesting. Good. Okay, so let's at least we have concluded one part. That's good. So I think some of the confusion will be clear. Many of you were confused, but that was okay, I think, for some time. And So as a couple of you said, this is the conclusion, at least from this activity. So when volume is kept constant, but mass is increased, it sinks more. That is the conclusion. So please pay attention to this conclusion very much, because all other things will be dependent on this conclusion. So what we did, we kept the volume constant. We didn't change the volume of the container because I used the same container, and I just changed the mass of it. So we increased the mass by adding more water in it. And we have seen that when the mass increased, it sinks more, right? So that is the conclusion. Okay, great. So now what next? We have concluded for the mass. What about the volume? How can we conclude about the volume? So yeah, Kushagra is saying, does it mean that mass matters? Yes, mass matters, but as we discussed that there is not a single parameter which matters. So there is a combination of parameters. And here we are trying to investigate that how mass and volume matters together. So there may be a case when there is something of less mass, but it sinks. Sometimes more mass also it may sink. So only mass may not decide that whether it is floating and sinking, but if we combine mass with the volume, probably it may help. So that's what we are trying to investigate. Okay, so yeah, Sumukha is saying that two objects with the same mass, different sizes. Yeah, so that's what we have to do. So Sumukha, can you give particular example that how can we do it? Like, as we use the container in this case, can we do something similar? So we have to keep the mass constant now and vary the volume. How can we do it? So I think a couple of you are very much fascinated by the wood. So you keep going to the wood. That's interesting. Uh, yeah. Okay. So let me give a further example. So we can take containers of different volumes, right? So we can have the bottle of 500 ml. We can have the bottle of 1 liter and so on, right? So we are changing the volume there. We can do is that we can